Hey guys, it's Mama from Mamaandkidzreactions. As you can see, it's only me. I'll be doing some reactions with the kids later. We're going to be doing something a little different today. Actually, it's called State of Mind. And it's done with Maurice Bernard. And if you know that name, you know he's on General Hospital. He is bipolar. And he has this YouTube channel that's called State of Mind that talks about his bipolar and the stigma of mental illness and all that stuff. I can relate to this because I'm bipolar 2. He's bipolar 1, I'm bipolar 2. 2 is the depression kind. 1 is the manic kind. Okay? Like with the bipolar 2, my manic is like I'm just in a good mood. A lot of people don't understand the differences between bipolar 1 and bipolar 2, but gist of it is bipolar 2 depression, bipolar 1 more manic. Okay? And I also have chronic depression and anxiety. A lot of issues. So I have been wanting to check out this channel since he did it. He started, I think, 2 months ago. I haven't, so I decided that I'm going to do it with you guys. Because I think mental illness is a good thing to talk about. If you have it, if you don't have it, if you want to understand it, if you don't understand it, you get my gist. So, with that being said, you want to become part of the Mama family? Like, comment, subscribe. The Patreon, Twitter, and the donation tip jar is in the description below. And with that being said, let's get to it.
All right. My name is Maurice Bernard, and this is State of Mind, where I speak of my life with mental health. It's a very important subject to me, because I've lived with it for over 30 years, and I've been talking about mental illness for over 30 years. I've been through 3 manic episodes, anxiety, too much, and depression. I have been taking lithium for over 30 years, pretty much saved me, along with my wife. And people, I've also gotten off 2 planes. I can't forget that, which was not fun at all. So, you know, people ask me what is state of mind. Well,
oh, and he titled this The What and the Why, by the way. I should have said at the beginning, sorry.
State of mind, I just, you know, it's me telling stories about what's happened in my life during these times, these difficult times. And also, I just want people to get a glimpse into the mind of what that is. So, for instance, I was hospitalized when I was 21 in a mental institution, and I had my birthday there. I was turned 22 in there, which was kind of just not good to have your birthday in a mental institution.
It wouldn't be.
But the night before I was brought there, my mom and dad called the cops because I was acting just out of the ordinary, just strange, not good. So the cops came, and the cops, one guy happened to be somebody I went to high school with, and it was just surreal, you know what I mean? It was like he walks in and, hey Mauricio, how you, because I used to be my name Mauricio. Oh, if you recognize me, I'm also on General Hospital.
He's a mob boss.
Soap opera General Hospital. So he came in and he said, you know, hi, what's going on? I said, nothing, everything's cool. So he couldn't do anything, so they left. So the next morning, my mom and dad told me that I had to go to the hospital. I said, I'm not going. And finally, they convinced me to go, so I went. And I remember being in the back seat on my friend's lap. They didn't want me to put my head up and see where I was going. So I get to the hospital, and I feel bad for my mom and dad because I'm running around like yelling at everybody, yelling at my dad, and you know, it was just It was just a sad situation. I remember standing on a pillar thinking I was James Dean, and
I mean, it's not really
looking at me
funny,
like,
but
what the hell's going on with that guy? And I believed that was James Dean because I had this. I took a cigarette butt off the ground, and I'm just like,
okay, it's not funny that he had this manic episode, but you have to find humor when you have mental illness. Because if you take it too serious, it's not going to help you. So, don't come at me for laughing for thinking he was James Dean, okay? I'm not, it's nothing bad, okay? It's just, it's funny. He thought he was James Dean.
what's going on? So finally, they had to admit me, and I didn't want to be admitted, so they said, you have to be. I said, I'm not. Sign your name. I said, I'm not signing my name. So finally I signed in. They convinced me to do it. These two big guys brought me in, and they threw me on this table in a room, and my brother and my father were there, and I thought I was The Exorcist, because at 13 I saw that movie, which I shouldn't have, and it traumatized me. It was terrible.
Traumatized most people.
It still traumatizes me to this day. And I was spitting on my brother, and yeah, I mean, sometimes I get emotional when I talk about it. But so the doctor came in, gave me a shot, and knocked me out for hours. And when I woke up, I thought I was dead, because the sunlight was coming through the window, everything was white, and I said, I'm in heaven. And then I heard the doctors talking, and then I said, oh no, I'm still in the hospital. We'll continue this next week. So, the reason that I speak about mental illness is, it's like if somebody's on the fence that they want to get help, they don't know if they should, and they listen to me and what I've been through, they may say to themselves, damn, I didn't know it was that bad. I need help. And you have to understand, getting help doesn't mean you're weak. Getting help means you're going to be better.
Oh, no.
Means you're going to be better. I've lived a productive life for, as long as I've had, as long as I've been bipolar and anxiety and the whole thing, I've been able to work. I've never missed a day of general hospital.
He's good too.
Not a day. So it makes you better. So if there's anybody out there who maybe feels like they need help, they want help, go to somebody that you love, that loves you, and just say what I've said in the past. I think there's something wrong with me. I need help. All right, anyway. Good. That's that, and we'll talk next week.
Okay, that was pretty heavy and powerful. I can relate to that a lot. See, after I had my oldest daughter when I was 21, I knew something wasn't right. But they kept telling me, it's depression, it's depression, depression. And I was at a mental health clinic, and this one lady was like, have you thought about bipolar? And I was like, well, no, not really. Well, she took me off all of my depression medicine. It will wing me off of it. And was like, okay, let's do this. Well, that was a disaster. So I was like, okay, well then I'm not bipolar. But I still knew something was wrong. Like, it was not just depression. Well, about 4 years ago, I started seeing this therapist, and she brought up hey, do you think you're bipolar? And I was like, well, I'm not manic. She's like, there are 2 forms of bipolar, bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. Bipolar 2 is more of the depression kind. Well, I didn't know there were 2 forms of bipolar. I thought there was only 1. Okay, so I go home. I look it up. I looked up the symptoms. I had 10 of them. 10! And I was like, okay, so I have bipolar 2. So that one doctor X amount of years ago was onto something. She just wasn't on the right track. Just almost. Okay. So now I finally knew what was wrong. Completely, everything that was wrong. And because at that time, we knew I had anxiety. And I had a form of PTSD because I was and even at the time that I talked to this therapist, I was in a very abusive, volatile relationship. And so I knew all the other stuff that was wrong with me, but I knew there was something missing. And finally we figured it out. So I went back to the mental health clinic and I told them. But it took 4 years to find the right medicine. And you're not a guinea pig. Don't let somebody treat you like a guinea pig when it comes to medicine, but it is trial and error. And now I'm on the right stuff and my life is improving gradually. So if you think you have bipolar 2, check it out, or bipolar 1, but do not be afraid to be stigmatized. Okay? Just do what you gotta do. Now, I'm going to be uploading 2 more of these. Y'all can put stuff in the comments below. However, and I'm going to make this very clear, if you are going to say something negative or be negative and be ugly, get the heck out of my channel. I don't want you. Yeah, I need subscribers, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? I don't want it that way. So if you're a negative person and if you're an ugly person, and I'm not talking on the outside, you can be beautiful on the outside and just ugly as heck on the inside. I'm talking about the inside. Are you inside ugly? Bye-bye. Don't want you. Okay? However, the ones of you that are positive and want to be nice and say nice things, welcome. You're in the Mama's family. Congratulations. That's it for now. Till next time. Bye.